Let's sing our song. Abimbola peperimpe, peperimpe. Hey, sugar, sugar. All my sugars, all my sweeties, all my loves. How are you guys? This my facial detector thing is doing too much. Honestly speaking, but I digress. Hi guys, what's up? Let's get straight into it. The first topic of today. I don't want to say what I want to say because it's going to be on the internet for a long time. So I would first of all say that my country and my nation, Nigeria, is blessed. But in this month in which it is for women, listen. And I have to be honest, this is about to be heavy for a second. The first Lagos Undoings, but it's not just Lagos Undoings, it's Nigerian Undoings, is Senator Natasha coming out to talk about boldly that she's been sexually harassed by the chairman of the House of Senate, Akpabio. Now, I'm not here to discuss whether she's lying or she's not, because for me, it's neither here nor there. A lady, a woman, who is a member of the House of Senate speaks up publicly. She didn't have to. She's not lacking. That this is what has happened. I would have thought that the first thing someone will do, or at least the body in which she's a member of, would first of all say, you know what? First of all, let us check the validity of the statement. Nobody has. But instead, it became a witch hunt against her. People have been bullying her. Women of equal standing, i.e. equal standing in terms of women who have also been in the House of Senate, have gone to do videos. Videos siding the man. It's not a gender war, but some things are clear. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. We get it. But there's never smoke without fire. And I'm so disappointed in how some women who are meant to be of great repute have carried themselves. It says a lot about how far and how backwards we are in this generation and in this country. We are meant to be championing equality, equal standing, fairness, and justice. And yet, we constantly let the patriarchy rule. Oh, I'm tired. Well, let's go on. So over Christmas, Chloe Bailey came to Nigeria. We didn't know what she was doing here, but we later got to find out that my girl was hanging out with Burna, one of the most talented musicians to come out of this country, and who is now a global sensation. It was beautiful to see. She came, she left, she went for her nephew Halo. Hi Halo, we know you. For his 1-year-old birthday party. And then she came back again. And this was when we finally see some PDA between herself and Borna. You know, people like us were excited because, you know, two people who share mutual, you know, similar like minds. They both have dreads. They are good looking. They are musicians. They are having fun. They're young, you know. You have people that are hating, but it doesn't stop there. There's an auntie. Boy, her name is Sophia. Abi Stephanie. Abi Sandra. Sister Lambo. So a video leaks talking about how she slept with Bona, and he said he was going to give her car. And that after he slept with her, he didn't give her the car. But she went ahead to buy the car and she wasn't going to beg him. Listen, and I will say this, and I'm sure I've said it before, but let me be very clear. I'm not here to judge who you sleep with or what you do with it's your business. But I honestly think that we need to know that there's some things that don't belong on the internet. The amount of oversharing, all in the name of whatever it is too much. And I've said this countless of times and I will keep saying it again. It was so off-putting for me, just the entire dialogue, the entire back and forth, the entire publicity of it, the entire sensationalization of it, you know? And then you have people who are now doing war in the comment section. All I will say is that the world is ending soon. Hey! The cost of things. The cost of things are becoming ridiculous in this country. Today at dinner, a lady was talking about how she had reached out to, first of all, fair Instagram vendors. Not all of them, but some of them, they get mined. And those of you that patronize them, you get mind. The first time I ever tried to buy something on Instagram, a friend had told me how much I purchased a particular item for. I'd reached out to the same vendor, requesting the same item, and as soon as I don't know what it was, you decide. She gave me the pricing double. I'm talking about my friend bought something about 4 days ago, and I'm reaching out and double the price. And I was just like, you know what? There's no need for it. So this lady was talking about how she wanted really cute containers for her juices and stuff. She's a fitness person. And she reached out to this particular vendor on Instagram. And she was like, oh, send me what you have. And then the lady was like, well, she should just go on her page and check. And so she's checking, and then the lady goes, okay, so what are you buying? And she's like, oh, I'm still looking for what it is, but it doesn't look like you have the size I'm looking for. Less than 2 minutes after, this auntie rains insult on her, that she's wasting her time, that she should get off her page, she should never in her life. And she was just like, she was very confused. And so I really want to know. I understand that I won't say there's no basic etiquette, because listen, Nigerians, if people are doing this, they will do that. Meaning that they always create their own vocabulary, their own dance. What's special? But I think certain things are just very, very important and basic. Courtesy. I know you are tired. I know you want to make sales, but you can't make sales if people cannot come, inquire, and then decide they don't want and move on. Why the insults? Instagram vendors, some of you are special. Which now leads me to the next thing that I want to understand, because I've said it on Instagram before, but publicly I want to ask you people, because you see I deal with designers, both tailors, fashion designers, all of them, when I'm making costumes and even for my own clothing. Shout out to Flat 17 Studios, who makes majority of my outfits. I find it interesting when some of you will make clothes. Maybe you say you are ready to wear, right? And so you put the design on, it's nice. You now put there, hold on please, sizes 8 to 14, 35,500. Sizes 16 upwards, 50,000. Please, why? We've had this dialogue, we've had this conversation constantly. Or you say that you use more fabric, but I'm trying to understand. It still don't add up. So if you understand it, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks so much. Next, we're moving on to fuel. Fuel prices have reduced. Can somebody shout a big hallelujah? Hallelujah, hallelujah. Because for the past almost 8, 9, 10 months, I've been doing Russian roulette with my car. My petrol can never pass half tank. Because it means that to fuel it back to full tank. But shout out to Dangote refineries, who are giving people a run for their money. Diesel price, she have dropped. Petrol price, she have dropped. Somebody shout hallelujah. But while this is a good sign, the next point after is one of the biggest bane of our existence right now. IKDC, come to the front. Come to the front. Now, for those of you that live abroad, these are the people that provide us electricity. Yeah, on the mainland, IKDC, on the island, IKDC. Is what you people know then as NEPA. Yes, come to the front. Tell me why a month ago I wake up and then, my estate manager is sending us messages to the estate group that EKDC, Echo, Disc. Yeah, they've decided that we are no longer band B. They've moved us to band A without notice, for no reason. So now me, single income household, as a single girl, that God is working and bringing a husband for, paying my bills by myself. I live alone. Is spending 100,000 naira a month on electricity. Why? I only occupy one room. Last and one parlor. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. My downstairs is empty. I come upstairs. I sit down in the parlor for a bit, then I come into my room. How would you just move us without proper information and explanation as to why you're moving us from band B to band A? Yet, guess what? There's still no electricity. As I'm talking to you right now, it's generator that is on. There's still no electricity. If you put us on band A, it means that we have nothing less than 21 hours of electricity. But I put it to you, EKDC, that we barely do. Yeah. For example, today I worked from home. I can count how many hours, give or take, about 12. of constant flow of electricity, uninterrupted, by the way. It was barely 12. So how am I on Bande? I heard that it happened to the good people at VGC, but guess what? They came together to rally and they've dropped them down. Please, I put it to you, those of you in my environment. When you are ready, please call me because I'm ready to matcha. Because this band A, band B war, we must finally find a solution. We have to find a solution. Yeah. Because I know there are a bunch of you that are experiencing the same thing. We need to find a way around it. Last year, Nigerians, Lagosians, decided that there will be no sleep for the singles. Yeah. And then Valentine's Day just left. No sleep for the singles. But I want to tell you singles that this year is our year. It's our year of breakthrough. Our year of love. Our year of happiness. Our year of stepping out of our comfort zone. I'm telling you this because I have a friend who's organizing a speed dating event this month, March. Yes. If this video goes up before then, I will put the details in this video. Go out and put yourself out there. In fact, I wrote something some weeks ago and I want to read it out, especially for the ladies. Listen. Ladies, making the first move as a woman is not the same thing as pursuing. Because I think sometimes people are confused. I'll tell you, and I'll be very honest, and I'll use myself as a classic example. Over the years, have understood and I have gotten better at banter and slight flirting. However, I pick cues. I have a lot of guy friends, but I can be very clueless. I'm that person where your actions have to be backed by your words. You get me? So you cannot just be looking at me and not saying something. However, as the years have passed, I've learned that sometimes some people can be shy. And so if a gentleman smiles at me, I see it as an invitation of where he's trying to be friendly. I smile back. It's not the same thing as pursuing. Because you tell girls sometimes, keep yourself out there. Open yourself out there. Oh no, the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Yes. Attains favor from the Lord. Yes. But before he decides that he wants you to be his wife, sure, he needs to meet you first and then decide whether he even wants to get to know you, befriend you, then court you, then court you, then date you, then court you, then marry you. You are not pursuing him if you make yourself accessible. And that's why I advise, and I've advised the majority of my friends, because I've tried it before, do dating apps. I'm telling you that if you're someone who might not know that you're a bit of a prude, you might not know, but even if you're not, right? You're someone who's a bit timid, you're someone who doesn't believe in dating apps, literally push you out of your comfort zone because you have to interact. Some of them insist that you have to be the first person. I don't know if it's still the same. I know Bumble was one of them where you as the lady, you need to be the one who needs to initiate the first conversation. I have two friends who joined Bumble and now they're married to the men that they met there. Again, everybody's story is different, but it's important for you to put yourself out there. You can make a first move as a woman. It doesn't mean you're pursuing. If he smiles at you but he doesn't say anything, you can walk past him and just go, oh, hi. That's the first move. It doesn't have to be the slapstick, actively going out of your way to let the person know and giving hard signals. It's not the same thing. Make yourself available. Make yourself accessible. Sometimes a smile does go a long way. You just never know. Initiate first conversations. I've realized that men in recent times, they genuinely don't even know how to pursue. So sometimes they need to know that you're approachable. And I say this with all humility because I know that for a fact, I've been told by some men sometimes that, your face sometimes is a bit too serious. I just never know. I firmly believe that, listen, God is no man that he should lie. And so if your person is your person, he will find you regardless of. But I also think that sometimes you need to open yourself up a bit more. Okay? All right. Great. Now, let's move to the next one, which is recent, but I find very interesting. So today, I know I'm late. I'm always late to the party, so this might not be trending right now, but it's the context of it that's very important to me. An actress reached out to Chef Tolani, Chef T, in the DMs, and I think maybe she sent a message to her, and then Tolani responded, and then she sent like a lengthy one, and then Tolani never responded. And then barely how many hours after, she came on social media to post about the fact that, is this not the same Chef T that we all used to follow before? Now you have become big, you can't respond, long and short. the long and short was she felt a certain type of way about the fact that she had asked for a collaboration. That was the context of her message. She wanted to, I think she has a film that's coming out, and so she wanted to do like a cooking video with Chef T to do like a collaboration to also just help promote her film. And Chef T didn't respond, and so she felt the need to call her out. And so there's been a lot of dialogue and debate about, whether Chef T was right in ghosting her, and people felt like, oh no, you don't ghost people. People felt like, no, the proper thing to do is to respond. The courteous thing to do is, and I'm not even here to side one person and not side the other. For me, that's not even the bone of contention. I just want everybody, first of all, to be honest with themselves. Because you see, it's very easy for us to give advice. How many of your friends have sent you messages before that you haven't responded? How many people did you go to secondary school with that have reached out to you on this same Instagram that you have not responded to? Do you see them coming out to come and shout? I think everybody needs to be a bit more tolerant. I think everybody needs to be a bit more graceful. But I think also people need to not deep things too much. I realize that people are so, I've always said this, people are so sensitive. And I promise you that except you are paying my bills, there's nothing that you do to me that will take that deeply. It's not that deep, honestly speaking. I think everybody just needs to calm down. I think everybody needs to just relax. But I think also what is right, and I think what is wrong, and there's certain things that we do know the line with. You're asking for a collaboration. Someone doesn't owe you an explanation per se. Would it have been nice for a response? Yes, it would have. Would it have been nice for you to also have waited a few more hours? If you waited 72 or 48 hours, what is wrong with you waiting a week, bruv? You know this person is busy. You're equally busy too. But why do we always feel the need to always come and call people on social media out? Why? I don't understand it. Couples are fighting. Before you say, baz, boss, put this one on social media. Why do you people always bring your matter to social media? Who is coming there to judge you? Who? Half of this is entertainment. But most importantly, I've also learned that sometimes just keep quiet. Yeah. Sometimes keep quiet. I really try not to involve myself in people's drama. However, sometimes it's tea to just look and just be like, oh, interesting. Right. And the last but not the least, hello, please, you people should gather. Are you watching Real Housewives of Lagos? Oh my gosh. So this dinner I'm coming from, I met this Sophia Momodu. This season, Sophia is giving me what they call quality tea, mate. Listen, for those that don't know, I produced season 1 of Real Housewives of Lagos. It's one of the most interesting things, and I've done quite a number of interesting shows, films, and content in these 12 years of my career. But you see, Real Housewives of Lagos, unscripted, took the cake. So when I sit down and I look at this season 3, I'm just like, hey, the cast is totally different. There are a few returnees. Laura KG, my girl Miriam, Adeyemi Tima, who again is Caroline Hutchins is back, which was very interesting for me, to be very honest with you. Then they have Diadem, they have Dabota Lawson, and then they have Sophia Momodu. It's interesting. Laura is the one person who is on her own, like she's always been. Laura has never been a cliquey kind of person. Miriam day for who, day for her. Caroline tends to definitely have a thing for really pretty, affluent girls that she thinks are of her standards. I always find that very interesting. And I guess it's the conversation that is deeper than. And I'll throw this out there quickly so that you guys can comment in the comment section. Now, this is segueing totally from Lagos and doings, but I want to know because I always find it very curious, right? So say I look a certain type of way, aesthetic-wise. I've noticed that ladies, I don't know if guys do it, but I've noticed with ladies who look a certain type of way aesthetics-wise tend to always befriend each other on social media. They never might have met themselves before, but they're always in each other's comments, always hailing each other. Maybe, what is it? Is it commonality? i.e., your body's face, fashion sense, designer wears. I'm always curious to know how you people gather and become friendly on social media. Some of you are able to translate that friendship from just social media friendship to meeting up every once in a while. However, at the end of it, the few people that I know that have created friendships like that, it never really lasts. So I'm very curious. It's the same way some people say only fine girls like to roll together. I don't know. Do guys do the same thing? Am I dreaming? But anyways, I digress. Sophia is in this season and she's just giving everybody hots. And I'm just enjoying it. I can't wait to see the season finale. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this season of Lagos, of Real Housewives of Lagos? If you're not watching it, what are you really doing with yourself? But most importantly, please keep safe out there. It's very important. And again, I'll tell you, if you live in Lagos, please obey traffic lights. Yes. Yes. The other day, I went to VIO to go and do my roadworthiness. And I saw uncles and aunties, adults, crying premium tears because they did not realize that camera is now there. So you go and want to go and do your road safety, they'll not be telling you that, they cannot renew your car papers because you're owing 300. Each offense is 20K. How are you driving that you're owing 300 and something thousand to Lagos State? All right, so this is where I end my video. Oh, also, one more quick PSA. Pay your tax. In this steep-end economy, you will not know when they will come and knock on your door. My brothers and sisters, pay your tax. That's all I have for now. If this was interesting, let me know in the comment section. If you want us to continue doing more Lagos and doings, but maybe we should change it to Naija and doings because a lot is going on. Let me know. I would also like to congratulate myself for finally going through the stress of renewing my Nigerian passport to 10 years. Yes. Don't talk to me anyhow. I have 64 pages. All I need for you to tell me now is, Bimbola, ticket is in your email. Go to so and so, apply for visa. I'm ready to go. So please, in case you are the person sponsoring my next trip, do send me an email or give me a call. Blessings. Bye. Kisses. Bye, guys.